Okay, hello everyone. Yes. Give me 1 second. Try to go live on Facebook real quick. Um, but hello everyone. It's been a while. It's been a while since I have been on, since General has been on. But most definitely, like I always say, I'm always constantly thinking about us all, always in prayer about us all. Um, don't forget that. 1 second here. Oh, dang on it. Bear with me. Bear with me here. I have to try to eliminate that, and then let me see if I can do it this way. So let me see something here. Let me see. Bear with me. Thank you all for bearing with me real quick. I'm trying to um, go live on Facebook as well as here. Okay, so I hope everyone has been doing great, been doing well. Um, all right. So I'm not gonna hold us up. So maybe next time. So I hope everyone is doing great. The general been, I've been having my days. Anybody that knows about walking this walk, how we know how hard days can be, but I hope everyone is doing well and great. I am coming. The reason I'm coming today is because I am so displeased. I am displeased. I am displeased. I'm disgusted. I'm embarrassed to even know that um, to know that we still have these type of things operating in this type of way. It's so displeasing. But before I go there, I do want to most definitely say that, say to Amir Locke's family that I truly do love you. My heart is with you. My heart is truly with you. My heart is most definitely with his parents. That type of pain is a type of pain that I never would want to imagine. I don't wish that type of pain on my worst enemy. And it's not one that none of us should have to bear. And especially at the expense of hate, especially at the expense of just pure hate. There's no other way around it. I am not here to sugarcoat it. I am not here to make it sound good. I'm here to give it just like it is. And I trust the Father. I trust my Father that He's going to guide me and direct me. I trust my Father that it's going to get to where it needs to get to. But that's why. But I did want to most definitely tell them that I love them. I truly do. I love you. I love you with my heart. I am so sorry that this has happened. Amir Locke is not. He he is he is our family. Okay, he is not just anybody, but he is truly our family. And And it's most definitely unacceptable that this has happened. And my prayers are with you. I pray that God provides you all peace and comfort and provides you replaces any void that you may be feeling right now in your lives, especially the parents, for everyone, but especially the parents, because like I said, no parent. I can't imagine it. I have a son, and I cannot fathom that thought in my head. That happening to my son, and I wouldn't want that for anyone else. But I'm making this message as well to also, you know, because I most definitely are in support with you all. I'm in support. I understand. And some things are truly worth fighting for. And like a Mirlock and like a many other of our family members that are leaving us prematurely from the hands of pure hate. There's no other way around it. It is hate. It is racism and discrimination in the modern day. And for every last one of us that think that we're not experiencing racism and we're not experiencing discrimination, that this is something of the past. I just want to let every last one of you know that hear this message and hear my voice today, that we are still currently in racism, and we are still currently dealing with discrimination right now to this day. However, it's been camouflaged into a different form. And matter of fact, it might just be even worse, because now they've made it to where it's almost legal to do so. When you say they, who are you talking about? I'm not talking about a particular person. I'm talking about for what it is. We have laws, we have amendments that truly and honestly do not apply to us. It does not apply to the people of color. These are the facts. Not only that, but a lot of these amendments that we are running off of, the Constitution was something that was created in the 1700s. It is now 2022. And clearly, what was created then, it's not working for us now. Because the same thing that was going on then is going on now. And it's the problem. And the reason why it's the problem is because there's a mother at home right now that is still mourning. There's a father at home right now that's still mourning. There's a family right now that's still mourning from losing their family member, losing their son or their daughter prematurely. Again, from the hands of from pure hate and evilness. That's what it is. There's no other word that I can explain or use or try to come up with. I also wanted to say this. MPD is most definitely an example of what not to be. MPD is an example of what not to be for every other police department. As I have seen, as the time continues to go on and on, you guys are completely on the radar of being extreme leftists, full of racism and discrimination to the pinnacle. You all like to play red light, green light. It's a game for you. It's a game for you. Red light, green light. We see black, that's a green light. Enough is enough of you. I'm tired. I know the people of Minnesota is tired. Minneapolis is tired. And the different cities that this is happening in. Ferguson. Sorry if I missed some of your cities. Ferguson, Minneapolis. I'm sorry. I'm not quite sure of every city that this has happened in, but most definitely has been on the radar of a constant. That when you see somebody black, you don't even give them the opportunity to surrender. Every last one of you, and I mean it, every last one of you are displeasing and deserve no place. Deserve no place, deserve no position to dwell with the ones of us that is standing on the right side of things. Nan one, I'm not sure who is actually over the police department there. I did do some researching, so I'd rather not speak on something that I'm not quite clear of. But whoever the leader is there that I'm speaking to you, that black people are not animals, but royalty, and that will be respected. This is not whatever you guys think this is. If you have a problem with the color of someone's skin, you most definitely have the right to remain silent, and you have the right to remain in your home. And I guarantee you that you will not be missed. That's a fact. No knock warrant should not be a whatever you want to call it, law, procedure. I don't know what y'all call it, but it shouldn't be nowhere. And if you're going to have something like that, then you most definitely should have something in place where you are watching. You have to do a few hours, a few days of surveillance. So with no knock warrant, to me sounds like it's the same thing that they would do back in the days. The same thing they did to Emmett Till. It's just a legal way of doing it. You know how they walked into Emmett Till's uncle house and said, "Where's the nigger boy?" And they got that child out of his bed, and they took him and beat him. Beat him till his face was disfigured. Hate. That's what that is. And my Father tells me that I'm supposed to love God. And I hate the enemy. And I love God. And I love God people. The ones that stand on the right side of things. But that's what that was. So no knock is the same way how they would come into the homes of Black people. And do what they wanted to do. Take out who they wanted to take out. That's what that is. And I'm here to tell you that it's nothing that goes unnoticed. It's nothing that goes unnoticed. If you believe in God, if you believe in whatever you believe in, I'm telling you here today that it's nothing goes unnoticed. So you legalized it. You have legalized being able to go in someone's home unannounced. If you go into my home unannounced and you startle me out of my sleep, and I have the right to bear arms, at least that's what the amendment says. But I'm starting to see now that the amendment only applies to a certain race, which that's a real big problem. That's a real big problem. The amendment only applies to a certain race, but the right to bear arms. And you walk into my home. So at this point, I'm not safe in my home, just like Emmett Till wasn't safe in his uncle's home. We're not safe anywhere. I'm not safe going to the store to buy me a pack of candy. I'm not safe to play at the park. I'm not safe to drive down the street. If I'm Black, my life means nothing. But I'm here to tell you that everything about that is a lie. And enough is enough. Enough is enough of every last one of you that want to operate in that type of hatred. And I'm sick of every tear. I am sick of every tear that comes out of your eye. I'm sick of every excuse that says that I'm fearful for my life, because Amir Locke was fearful for his life when he woke up from the couch being kicked twice and hearing people scream at him. He was fearful for his life. But nobody cared about that. He was fearful for his life, but that means death for him. You fearful for their life, and you're fearful for your life, and it means to kill without even giving him the opportunity to put the weapon down, without even giving him the opportunity to wake up the same way you did Tamir Rice. That child. Same way you did Mike Brown. Same way Breonna Taylor was done. It's the same thing. Hatred It's not fear. You're using fear. You're a deception. It's just deception. You're using fear as the same thing that the Bryant lady said. She was so fearful. The same excuse that we've been hearing for I don't know how many years. I'm fearful because you're Black. And I want to let every last one of you know that every time that you say that you're fearful because of someone's skin color, lets me know that hate runs through your veins. And I have a problem with hate. I have a problem with racism. I have a problem with discrimination. What I have a problem with, my father has a problem with. What he's displeased with, I am too. Racism and discrimination is so old, it's so outdated. Your time is up. I refuse to let my child, I refuse to let the next child and the next generation to continue to fight the same battle. The same battle that we've been fighting for years. You have no place here with this. And these are the facts. These are the facts. And you get to go home and play and talk about it with your friends and enjoy your children while some mother is at home restless. Some mother is at home asking God for peace right now. Some mother is at home having to walk by the picture of their child or go into their child's room and knowing that their child will never come home. Because of hate and jealousy and envy. There's a crown on every last one of our heads. And you don't get to dictate who wears a crown and who doesn't. There is something that really, truly needs to be done about these laws. There's something that needs to be done about the people that are leaders in these states. That does not have true love and compassion, because that's the problem. Anytime that I see something like that, it's because of the leadership of that state. The leaders are the head and everything else follows. And you leaders, you leaders that have the audacity to lead and lead blindly. Because that's what that is. When you lead with hate and you're leading with racism and discrimination, you are leading blindly. I don't like blind leaders. I don't think none of us do. There's a place for you, and it's called at home. but knocks amongst the people of righteous people, the people that are trying, the people that are getting up every day, the people that's getting up every day just trying to make a fair share. That's just wanting to go to work, wanting to go outside and play, just want to have a fair share. The people that just waking up every day and just wanting to have a fair share at this life. But because you're hateful, because the color of one's skin, makes you so just does something to you. You really have to check yourself. I ask every last one of you to check yourself. You used to call it the Proud Boys. It's nothing proud about being a hateful person. It's nothing proud about being someone that carries around envy and jealousy. I'm here to tell you, it's quite an embarrassment. It's embarrassing. Anybody who represents something like that is embarrassing to the population. Anybody who represents something like that is just displeasing to the population. Anybody who represents something like that shows me that you really have really bad character traits. Anybody that operates in something like that lets me know that you don't love yourself. That's the biggest thing. In order to display hate, it has to be something that's within self. I'm going to say that one more time. In order to display hate, it has to be something that is in oneself. So if you are displaying hate, that means that you hate yourself. And you shouldn't. But you do. So there's nothing about being proud. I'm here to let you know. You need to change your name if that's the case. There's nothing about being proud about that. I wouldn't want to continue to talk about it. I wouldn't want to continue to highlight those type of things when you do that type of stuff to people. Because at the end of the day, when I see you, I see a person that hate themselves. You hate yourself. You hate your existence. You hate yourself. You hate your existence. And you hate what's attached to you. And those are the facts. Those are the facts. Love doesn't cost a thing. And sometimes finding self-love can be the hardest thing that we have to do in this life. It's not always easy to love oneself. But it's not a good look. It's quite embarrassing to see oneself hate themselves so much. That I want to hurt someone. I want to take your life because I hate mine. When I see you and when I see these type of things, that's what I see. What I see is I hate myself so much. I'm so disappointed in myself. I'm disappointed in myself. I'm disappointed in what I'm attached to. I'm disappointed in where I come from. that I'm going to let this hate display to a point that I take somebody else's life. That's what I see from that. But I tell you this, there is only one God, and that's my Father. And my Father has told me that there'll be no sleep for the wicked. There's no rest for the wicked. There's no rest for the wicked. And my Father will deliver. This type of behavior is just an embarrassment to the human race. I wouldn't want to be associated with such toxic behavior. It's a contamination that is so filthy. That it pollutes oneself and it's polluting others. But I'm here to tell you that love will win. Now, we won't be perfect, but racism and discrimination and outright hate, it doesn't have a place here with us. That's what needs to be caged up. Hate needs to be caged up. Racism needs to be caged up. Discrimination is what needs to be caged up. Many other things, but I'm going to stick to that right now. I pray that justice is served. I pray that justice is served. Our Father is a just God and an unfailing God. And I ask that his will be done. I do ask and prayed that the federal, that they will take a look into this. Not only take a look into this case, but take a look into many others in the whole MPD, the whole MPD. Because the way y'all operate, you guys are not, like I said, it's too much deception, manipulation, racism and discrimination, which is an embarrassment. At this point, it's embarrassment to the United States. It's going on way too much. In many other states too, but you all, yeah, it's on the radar big time. It's a lot going on in Minnesota, and it really needs to be dealt with. It's a complete embarrassment. And every time we look around, somebody is scared and crying. I don't want to see another tear. I'm tired of seeing your tears. I'm tired of seeing your tears. I'm tired of seeing you talk about how you were so fearful for your life. If you're so scared, who trains the MPD? Who trains you all? There was a SWAT team that killed Amir Locke. So they should have had special training. And you still killed him. You murdered him. He was murdered. That gun never pointed at nan one of you. Deceivers. Deceivers you are. You are murderers. MPD employs murderers. That's who they employ. And it's full of them. They employ hatred. They employ racism and discrimination. That's who they employ in MPD. Into that officer that went to that school and you talked to those children about Tamir Rice and why you had to kill that. You talked to children about why you murdered another child. There'll be no rest for the wicked. How dare you? First of all, going to those children's schools and talking to them, shouldn't even be talking to them about something of that to that caliber. And if you are going to talk to them something about that caliber, it should be about protecting them and not bringing up to that way, because that was pure murder, that you killed that child. No reason. Y'all don't even give the opportunity to say, put down the only thing you say, I'm fearful for my life. Everybody, the whole MPD is fearful for their life. Why are you a police officer if you're fearful for your life? When you sign up to be a police officer, what you are saying is, I am saying that I am putting my life on the line for the community. And if you are not willing to put your life on the line for the community, then don't be a police officer. It's simple as that. Am I saying that you have that you run around here and everybody get kill police officers? No. I come from a whole list of police officers. My family is police officers and military. Most of every man in my family has been to the military, police officer, married to one, or something of that nature. So I don't want to ever get that call that they have been, something has happened to them. In that way. But this has to stop. Not it has to stop. It will be stopped. It will be stopped. Just the murderers. Cold-blooded murderers. That's what you are. And it's sad because now you're police officers and you're cold-blooded murderers that's police officers. Supposed to be here to protect and serve the community, not do that. And no, not warrants. That's all it is. Is now I have a legal right to come in your house and kill you. If I have suspicion of something, if I have a warrant, I can get a warrant. I don't have to knock on your door, and I can have the right. So if I wake up out my sleep and I jump up off the couch, if you would have jumped up off the couch, you would have still said, you would have, hey, I got fear for my life. I didn't know what he was gonna do, and you killed him. That's all it is. Before you get that no not warrant sign, you know if it's a black person you going to go to or a white one. And every time you go to a black house, I can see you now sitting outside thinking about how you're going to play the red light, green light game. But our lives are not a game. Our lives are not a game. Our lives has royalty attached to it. Our lives have hard work that built this country attached to it. That's what our lives have attached to it. Our lives have endurance attached to it. That's what our lives have. Our lives have strength attached to it. Our lives have uniqueness attached to it. However, what you want to do is attach something that's not attached to us, and that's animal. We don't have animal instincts. But I'm going to tell you what's our animal instinct. When a wild animal is hungry for something, you don't care what it is that's in its way. If you see it and it's moving like it's food, it's going to be killed. He's going to kill it so he can eat it. But a human, we don't want everything that's moving. Yeah, we don't want everything that's moving. Yeah, Yeah, we not gonna eat. We ain't trying to kill we don't. Matter of fact, the average human don't really want to kill too much of nothing. We would like to go to the store and get us a nice piece of fresh cut of meat. We're not trying to kill every and anything. Humans don't do that. Humans go to the store and buy meat. Some of us do go out and hunt. I'm not talking about us. I'm talking about the average. Most of us go to the grocery store. We buy our food and we come home and we cook it, our food. But animals, they don't know how to distinct the two. They just kill anything that's walking. That's animal instinct. So you want to attach something to us that's not. It's not applied. We don't have that. We don't have that. But some of you do. Animal instinct. And animals belong away from people. Keep saying that. They don't belong to be, if I see a lion walking down the street right now, I don't know what I'm going to do. They don't belong out with everybody. They need to belong in their own environment. If I see a hyena somewhere, I don't want to be in the same walking areas with a hyena. Yeah, I don't want to do that. Not saying that hyenas ain't. I don't want hyenas around. Nope. Not saying that I just don't want to walk with one. I don't want to work with a hyena. I don't want to conversate with one. I don't want to see a hyena driving a police car. I don't want to see that. I am praying, again, like I said, that justice will be served. I am not also praying that there are some things that need to be done with the constitutional law. I don't know. Maybe we have to put the word black in there so we know it applies to black people. I don't know, African American, I don't know, maybe black might be what we need to do and color the black, color black next to it. So we'll know black, we could put black, color it brown, like brown, dark brown, light brown, and dark brown, light brown, all different shades of brown. Maybe we should color coordinate the Constitution, so we'll know it applies to all colors and races. Maybe that's what we should do. It's coming up with an idea to make some of y'all understand, because some of us act like we don't know. And the Constitution is really, it shouldn't be a situation where the average person picks up the Constitution and don't understand it. If it's a law that I have to abide by, or if it's a law that's something that's supposed to be in place to protect me, I should be able to pick up that law, read that law, and be able to comprehend it. I shouldn't have to go here, and there to be able to understand that law. Now, should I need a lawyer to help me, express the law, or, my fair share of the law? Yes, I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying, I should be able to pick it up as an American. I should be able to pick up that First Amendment, Second Amendment, whatever it is, and understand it by reading it. But the laws are so complicated and confusing. God is not the author of confusion. We keep saying we one nation under God, but the Constitution, the law is so confusing. The language is so confusing that the average person cannot pick that up and understand it. Why is it confusing? What's hidden in the confusion? What's hidden in the confusion is stuff like no knock. What's hidden in the confusion is stuff like stand your ground law that killed Trayvon Martin, another child. That's what's hidden that's what's hidden in the confusion. What's hidden in the confusion is those type of things. That's what's hidden in the confusion. I see. I'm seeing clear what's going on. It's a whole lot of confusion, but I was able to see through the confusion. That's what's hidden in the confusion. That's what's hidden. Black people are not second-class citizens. We are not second-class citizens. We are first-class citizens like everybody else. We wear a crown like everybody else. Unfortunately, it's sad that some of you all cannot see that. It's sad that some of you all cannot comprehend that Black people are not animals. It's sad that some of you cannot understand that some of you all are animals. Sometimes, it's hard for us to look at ourselves. So like I said, we try to put that on other people. Stop projecting what you feel about yourself on other people. Stop that. That's what you're doing. Something will be done. I keep saying it over and over again. This stuff is so old. It's so outdated. A lot of these things really need an update. And they need an update real quick and real fast. But continue to kill us, continuing to kill our children. It's one of those things that we're not going to be able to continue to take. I don't want to hear anything about, I'm tired of hearing anything about protesting. That's a part of the amendment. We have the right to petition. You kill us, and then you want to tell us you kill us, and then you want to tell people that they don't have the right to petition. Yes, we do. We have the right to petition, and we will if that's what we want to do. But under no circumstances are we going to continue to allow our lives to be taken and nobody is accountable for it. Never fearful of the one that can take your flesh, but always fearful of the one that can take that that can take your flesh and your soul. There's nothing bigger than my Father. Nothing. And I trust and I know that with everything in me, there's nothing bigger than my Father. Everything has a place. But those things I had discussed today, like I said, does not have a place with us. This is a different generation. We are on something else. We are trying to figure out new things. We got new creations. We trying to get pushed through. All kind of new stuff. And we still being held back by a little group of people that cannot seem to understand that hatred has no place. It has no place. To all of us, again, as I said earlier, this is not something where it doesn't affect us all. This affects us all. Any one of us can be a victim of this. Our children can be a victim of this. And most definitely, the general is with you. It's something worth fighting for. And it's something that we have to fight for. Ain't nothing given to us. But there's a certain type of way you gotta fight. And you can't fight fire with fire. I'm gonna just say that for now. But with love and unity, support, and sacrifice, we can move mountains in faith and God. We can move mountains. And I believe that with everything in me, we can move mountains. And things can be the way that it should be. Equality for all. For all of us to feel safe. Should not stay and live in a country where we're not safe to go outside. We should not be living in a country where we can't call the police. So it's something that we're going to need each other. Something that we've all heard before. But it's something that is most definitely true. We're gonna need each other. It's something that's most definitely it's not a overnight type of fight, but a fight that we must all that it's gonna take a lot of endurance. But what I will say that the race is not given to the one. The race is not given to the swift, but the one who can do it to the end shall be saved. When Moses, it took them a long time to get to the land of milk and honey. They had to endure a lot, but they made it. It's taken us a long time, but we stay together with order. That's another thing, order, oneness. We can get there. I love you all. I love you all. Again, with my life, Amir Locke, and the rest of every last one. So many names that I cannot even. I can't. I can't even. Say them all at this time, but every last one. But every last one, anybody that's lost their family, their son and their daughter, cousin, brother, to um, premature demise because of true hate. My heart is with you. I truly love you, and I am praying that God sends you a supernatural peace. I'm praying that if you have not had vindication, that vindication will be yours. I am praying that you get comfort. I am praying that you all are able to see the change that will happen. Pray that you're able to see the change with your own eyes. To know that your babies, your children, whoever it was, your husband, your wife, your cousin, whoever it was, that their life is not in vain. Their life didn't go in vain. To all of the ones that the families that before our time, the Emmett Tills, I'm not sure of all the names, but in those times and their family members, I am praying for any surviving member of those families that they are able to see true change, not a temporary change, but a change that is solid, a true solid change, like solid rock. Give our children something to truly build on as well, and our grandchildren. But we cannot continue to operate like this. We can't, we can't, it's just not going to work. So I love you all. I am praying for us all. As I always say, you have a friend in me. And until next time, bye-bye.